Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome. 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 I don't know what number episode this is, to be quite honest with you. Four?
22.
Oh, we're going back to last year. What was that? 22?
I think this is 22. Yeah. This is
22, 23. Whatever it is. Let me just start off first. We want to say we hope everybody is prepared and ready for Helene.
think it's Helene or Helen or
H-
something.
Helene, Helen. No joke. Shout out to Tallahassee. Might get hit pretty tough up there. That's where Kenny and I went to school. We lived together for 4 years. Could you believe that? Could you
Four
believe I lived with that
years.
guy for 4 years, man?
Four
You know how
years too
smelly he
many.
is?
4 years too
Oh
many,
man. Oh
man.
my gosh. Kenny doesn't know how to clean.
That's not true.
Yeah. That's not true. Yeah, kind of true. Um,
We got hundreds of viewers, but you can't be lying, man. Come
yeah,
on.
we got our 50 people. Um, for real. Everybody be safe out there and hopefully you know, everybody prepared and um we got some football coming up soon. So,
Yes,
um,
dude.
let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking from last week.
I got a couple things I want
Um,
to say, real quick.
oh yeah, yeah,
So,
go crazy.
no, yeah. So, serious note, thoughts and prayers to people in the direct path. Luckily, we're not in the direct path, so please, make sure you prepare for the hurricane. Never want to be caught lacking on that. Second thing I was gonna say was I'm blanking. I am blanking on what I was
I
gonna
believe you
say.
had some. You had said maybe about talking about a trade with a particular
Yeah,
owner.
yeah. I was gonna say something about that. Man, I was gonna say something else. Oh, so for all you first time viewers, I was gonna say, typically, because I feel like we don't say this every episode, the first 10 to 15 minutes we talk fantasy, and then from there we shift most more like 10 minutes, we shift to NFL picks where we walk through each game and then we make
We
our
go from
picks.
here. We go from here to here.
Right. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know why I blinked so hard on that. There is stuff I want to say regarding fantasy. I'll wait on that. So you can kick it off.
Okay, let's talk. Let's get into fantasy. All right. Um, week three in the books. Let's check out. We'll do wins and losses first, and then we'll do standings. Um,
Do standings.
we'll start off. Nikki beat Lee in a narrow margin. Lee has officially suffered his first loss of the season, and Nikki got his first win of the season. So shout out to Nikki. 119, 117. JJ beat the brakes off of Dan. That's a little FSU on UF crime right there. 127 and 91. Yeesh. Um, Jake put up a monster week, 147, 123 over his fellow TT brother Jared. Um, oh boy, we're getting to the end of this. Grant beat up on Mike. They're also family. So you know what the familiar theme of this week is family on family crime. You know, uh, we're all brothers here, right? Grant beat Mike 165, 118. What was the score of the last game? What was that, brother?
I don't want that scene to light. I don't want that scene
You
to.
want to say it, or I mean, someone's gonna say it. So you want
You
to say
say
it,
it.
or
You
you?
say it. You
All
say it.
right.
I'm not saying that.
So I mean, this is disgusting, really, and I take no pride in saying this at all. Kenny put up 87.48 points, and I put up 176.48. That's not right, man. I talked to my guys after this game. I said, "What you guys did out there, that was disgusting." I hope that did you get all the texts from them
Mm,
apologizing?
I ain't getting nothing, bro. I ain't
Yeah,
getting
well,
nothing from your
we had a
publicity.
long week of practice because that was uncalled for and unprofessional. What
Yeah.
happened out there?
I mean,
Starting with Jawan Jennings.
yeah, I was a victim of Juwan Jennings plus, other good players, but it was brutal. It's only up from here.
176.
It's
Let
only
me
up
just
from
see.
here. I can
Let me just
guarantee
see
I won't ever
what
be blown out that bad again.
87.46 times 2.
Okay, I don't have to do the multiplication.
Ooh, jeez. We would have lost twice. If we played twice, we would have lost twice.
Look, I'm the former
Um,
champ. All right, I don't want to be stuck in the past because it's not doing me well,
oh,
but
geez. Well, you just
it's
mentioned the past.
it's just is what it is. All right. You don't have a gold ribbon on your name. All right, I do. All
Oof.
right.
Got a gold star for trying this week. 176 to 87.46, and that is the recap of the games. Like I said, the theme was very close people just absolutely destroying each other. And that was the case this week. So we're moving on. It's just a week 3 win. That's all it is, and we're on to week 4. We'll get a quick standing check. You want to do the standings?
Sure. Let's do the standings that I don't
Yeah,
agree.
just let's do the standings real quick.
First place is the Bandits at 3-0. That is Richard's team. Second place, we have Lee at 2-1. Third place, we have Grant at 2-1. Fourth
Who's first
place,
place?
the Bandits.
Okay.
Fourth place, we have JJ at 2-1. Fifth place, we have Jake at 2-1. Sixth place, we have Jared at 2-1. A lot of 2-1s.
hmm
Seventh place, we have Mike at 1-2. Eighth place, we
Why are
have.
you why are you
I'm just
laughing?
laughing because these last two names. Eighth place, we have Nick at 1-2. Ninth place, we have Dan at 0-3. And 10th place, we have Kenny at 0-3. It's not
So
looking
you're
good. It's not
you're
looking
in
good.
you're in 10th.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Waffle House. I'm going to do everything in my freaking power to not have to do that challenge. I don't know how Dan did it. I'm not worried. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I'll be honest. I'm a little worried, but there's a lot of football left to be played, and that is a fact. That's a fact. We don't have our playoffs till week 15. It's 11 more games. So much could change. 3-0 teams like the Bandits, they can go 3-11. You never know. Injuries happen. Crazy things happen. People
Sounds like
take
he's kind
people's
of wishing.
jobs.
Sounds like he
I ain't
sounds like he's kind
wishing
of
nothing.
hoping.
I ain't
I
wishing
mean, I mean,
nothing.
just
Nothing. I ain't
it's like
wishing nothing. But I just want to say it's not time to panic. I did rebrand to the red alert and put a little siren as my team logo because I was when I did that I was in panic mode, but I've calmed down from that and I have a clear mind and I'm looking forward.
so you're in 10th, and how many people are in the league?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
10. Okay, just making sure.
And
Um,
unfortunate.
yeah. Do you wanna? Okay, so then we that was our little breakdown. Do you want to get into what you wanted to get into? The floor is yours,
There's
Senator.
just Yeah, so I think next I'll talk a little bit about the drama going on in the league. Next, there's we're probably gonna review, I'm guessing week 4 matchups and then from there go on. There's just, so if you're not familiar with fantasy football, there's people on waivers. You could bid. We have a fab system. Basically, you get a set budget at the beginning of the season. $100 is ours, which is pretty standard. And you can use that money throughout the season to bid on players that you want that aren't on anybody's roster. So, me being the smart former champion manager that I am, I put a couple bids, got some heat from unnamed donors. One that I might
Was
be
it this?
playing
Was it this week or last week?
this happened this morning.
Oh, this one. Okay, sorry.
This happened
I
this
wasn't
morning.
trying to be funny. I'm trying to look at it. Yeah, I got. All
This
right, I
this
got the
happened
bids in
this
front of
morning.
me.
So there was a
Yes, this
player.
morning. Yeah.
If you're really into football and you're watching football a lot, like us, there's a running back on the New York Jets. His name's Braylon Allen. He's a rookie, 20 years old, youngest player in the NFL. Dude's an absolute stud, workhorse running back. He was on the waivers. I'm like, man, I got like my team is falling apart. I need a lock. And my motto with Fab is I'd rather spend too much money and get my guy than spend not enough and not get my guy. All right, we're not going to the Fab store with coupons and getting buy one get one. No, you got to spend your money because you can't take it with you in the playoffs. It all resets. We talked about that at the beginning of the year. Summary: I don't regret how much I spent. I spent like 42 bucks
Excuse
on
you.
Braylon. Thank you on Braylon Allen. Nobody else bid on him, so we had somebody make a little comment about that. It's okay. I ain't mad. And then
So
Jonathan
who was
Brooks
it?
was on our waivers, and nobody. I don't think anybody saw that. So I was like, if anybody sees this, they're gonna drop a big amount. So I put like 20 something bucks on Jonathan Brooks, who is like a potential stud of a running back for the Panthers. He's coming back from injury, torn ACL. For people that don't know, hit a great year last year at Texas. I mean, the guy's a stud. So I put a bunch of fab on him, and then I think I beat Mike for David Njoku. It was like $2.
You
That's
did.
really all I have
And
to
then
say on that.
you also put in a bid for Chuba Hubbard.
So I had that set up where like if somebody outbid me for Braylon or Jonathan Brooks, then I was just going to take Chuba and be happy with it. I think Chuba would be good for like 1 or 2 more weeks, and then he's kind of done. Granted, I do need that production, so that was in my mind as I was, calculating who I wanted to bid on.
So last night,
But
did you know that you were going to spend $69?
Yeah, yeah, of course I did. I was comfortable with that. I'm in an emergency
Hey,
situation. I like, what am I
hey,
gonna do?
hey,
Just like I
break
didn't.
break the glass, push the red button. Hey, 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 call the Coast Guard. We're going down.
I looked at historical facts, which I don't even know why I'm defending myself right now, but I looked at historical facts because I don't need to. JJ spent $40 on Carson
I'm
Steele.
not saying it. Listen, for the record, I didn't say anything about it. I actually didn't even know that you spent
I think
40.
it just triggers me. I don't know. I it's
It
something
wasn't
about
me. Hey, just can you let the fans know that it's not me?
no. I don't even. What's not you? I don't. What?
I'm not questioning you.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't think you are.
No, I'm not. I promise.
Okay. Richard is not questioning me for all the fans out
Thank
there.
you. Thank you.
Well, they're not fans. They're the family. Tuesday Night Football family.
For all the people we
Um,
pay to listen,
yes, we don't actually do that.
all the
But
employees out there listening.
and side note, man, it is so heartwarming when people say they watch the whole episode. I mean, like,
It is very, listen,
we're
I think that people tune it, like, turn it off, like, literally 45 seconds in. So, like, legitimately, if you are watching this right now, that's actually pretty cool because a lot of what we do at the end after a certain point, I'm like, nobody's really watching.
yeah, like there's just some people that have like Giselle's grandfather.
I got a
Okay,
MIP. I hope you don't take it.
MLP. No,
MLP.
MV. Wait, no, most
M
MPL,
MPL.
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 We got to get that
We
down.
are
Sheesh.
we are whew, way off.
Yeah, but we can move on. I just wanted to make that little comment there. It's all good.
Who just who was specifically at the
I play them this week, so we'll get into it.
okay. Well, okay, so we'll just take a look at the mm, Maserati Mars.
Maserati Mars.
Maserati Mars, that's Mike.
That is Mike.
Maybe we put a little side bet in this game.
If you're in a state that's legal, then yeah, you could do that.
Just amongst friends. Like, hey, I'll buy you a waffle if you beat me.
I don't know about a waffle. It's a bad omen, but
I'll go to
maybe
Waffle House, I'll buy you a waffle if you beat me.
I'll
For the
give.
record, I have said this. I will stand by this. If Kenny does lose as his brother and college roommate, I have volunteered my services for at least a couple waffles, at least a meal.
See, I've gotten my
Um,
mindset out of that. I'm not my mind's
yeah,
not my
listen,
waffle.
listen,
I'm looking forward, not looking back. Like this,
that's if it happens
it like
because
literally. There's so
no,
much factors. Like I was just going crazy for a couple weeks. We're good. We're good. I
we're
might not
good,
even
man.
go.
We're
I might
good.
not even go. So.
Might not even go. Hey, he might just say, you know what, I don't want to do any of this, and he just quit. You could,
Oh no, I would never do that. I was just
no,
saying
no.
like I might not finish last.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Um, yeah, perfect. So some fantasy talk. Listen, we had a good week in the chat. Um, let's see what's some guys got out of to the trade block. Trey McBride. Um,
Trey
you did
McBride.
do a trade. I don't know if this was yeah.
Trey
Put
McBride's
Trey Mc,
my guy. I put him on the
yeah.
block.
You put him on the you put him on the trade block.
Oh no, my bad. I'm gonna take him off real
Was that in
quick.
the heat of passion?
It might have been. I was kind of desperate the other day. I'll try. Yeah, I don't know how to take him off on the computer, but I'll fix that. Yeah, nobody offer me him for him, please.
Do you want to go talk about that trade that you did?
What trade? Oh, with Mike. Yeah. This year has been
I don't think there was any other trades.
this year's been crazy. Yeah, I traded. So Mike. I traded him Rashad White, who is the running back for the Bucks, Javonte Williams, running back for one of the running backs for the Broncos, and Tank Dell from the Houston Texans. In return, I got Jackson Smith Njigba from Seattle and Rome Adunze from the Chicago Bears. That's pretty much it. I think it was a good trade for my team. Not going to sit here and make any more comments on it. I think that Rashad White's kind of on the way out, so that's pretty much why I did it.
I would concur with the Rashad White statement. And then Grant and Mike, also family members, made a trade. Rashid Rice, Keenan Allen, and Lapuerta going to Mike, and Mike is getting Marvin Harrison and Mark. And sorry, screwed that up. Grant is getting Keenan, Rashid, and Laporta. Mike is getting Mark Andrews and Marvin Harrison. So
Yeah, Rasheed Rice.
some some big name tight ends, and and um, Kenzie just walked in. Some big name tight ends, some young wide receivers. So
Hi, Kenny.
Hello. Sorry,
that's it. All
we're
right.
holding up dinner. Sorry about that.
I think did you eat? Yeah, I think Kenny ate, she
I did
ate,
not
I did
eat.
not eat. No, yeah.
I
Oh,
want
okay,
that.
okay. You
I
didn't
want that
eat.
on the record.
Let's
I
put it
have
on the
not eaten.
record. Kenny has not eaten.
The food
I'll
is in
take
the
my
crock
fries
pot.
though. I
Food
will
is in
take
the
my
crock pot.
fries.
Food is in the crock pot right
What?
now.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm probably because I don't want the listeners to listen to that. Okay. Enough of that. Sidetrack. This is just us boys talking right now. Hey, if you guys are listening, it's like if me and Kenny were together right now, this is what we'll be talking about.
Yep.
Let's get into our picks. How did we do last week?
I don't have the record on top of my head.
Oh, Jesus. Do you have the you I think you sent it to me.
I sent some of it. Yeah, we're gonna have to iron out that record. Let here. How about you get into the first couple games here, and I'll on the back end I'll try to see if I can get our record.
We'll listen, we'll just go we'll let the fans do a little homework. This is a little homework assignment. We'll just act like we're teachers. Hey, I don't want to do this, you do this. But we do want to do this, we just didn't get to it. A lot of busy day, a lot of moving parts with the hurricane. Um
Yes.
okay, you had the Pats, I took the Jets. We both had the Vikings. I had the Chargers, you had the Steelers. I had the Eagles, you had the Saints. You had the Titans, I had the Packers. We both had the Browns, we both had the Colts. I had the Dolphins. Jeez, you had the Seahawks. What am I doing? We both had the Raiders. We both had the Ravens. Good pick by us. It's pretty sharp. I had the Rams. You had the Niners. I had the Lions. You had the Cardinals. I had the Chiefs. You had the Falcons. I had the Jags. You had the Bills. What a blowout. We both did the Bengals. Lost. And we both did the Bucks. Lost. So,
That was a bad week.
um, yeah. I mean, we haven't been too good. Um, last year we were pretty automatic. We could we'll put our record in the comments maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll get this ironed out.
but we'll get into week four. But unfortunately, my worst fear with the Bucks literally happened exactly how it would have happened. You know, in a trap game like we talked, it was disgusting. I was there; it was gross. I couldn't believe what I was watching. So note to the Bucks, you better start practicing like you're playing the Chiefs every week because I could tell they did absolutely nothing to prepare for that game, and it showed. So, but I'm very confident in our team. I'm not going to say that that is something that's going to linger. I think it's just going to be one thing. Hey, it's like when a puppy poops in the house. Don't do that again, and it's just taken care of. Like Savannah, Buddy, Bo, we got history with, we got experience with that. Um, let's start Thursday night. MetLife Stadium, Meadowlands, Giants, Cowboys. A tale as old as time. One of the better rivalries in the league, even though usually one of these teams is really good and one's really bad. Giants coming off a nice victory in Cleveland. That was surprising. I don't think anybody expected that. Cowboys coming off another bad loss to Baltimore. Who do you like here in this Thursday night football matchup?
This is actually kind of a tough one for me, because I do think the Cowboys are obviously the better football team versus the Giants. The Giants have shown flashes of like decent, like they look decent. Cowboys defense really just hasn't been that good as like last year, for example. I think the Giants are really gonna like run the ball well. That was Devin Singletary. I can basically guarantee he's gonna score a touchdown to anybody who wants to take a risk on that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna score a touchdown this game.
Motor.
I think Neighbors has kind of proven that he's pretty elite. His stats are insane for his first 3 games. He's in like his own tier above like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, in terms of starts. Cowboys, on the other hand, it seems like they're taking a little bit to get rolling. They haven't really defined who like their running back's going to be. Passing game has been weird. Ravens, they basically got blown out last week by the Ravens, but the score doesn't show it because they kind of made a little last minute garbage time comeback. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go Giants here with an upset.
I really want to agree with you because I think that the Thursday night football product has always been really bad. And not to say that we're not going to watch it. We're going to watch every second of it tomorrow from literally probably the pregame show because there's a hurricane coming. Um, but I think I'm going to just for the sake of chaos, I'm going to take the Giants too. Why not? They're coming off a good victory. Cowboys are coming off a bad victory. Everyone expects the Cowboys to blow them out. Um,
It's a
this
long
line,
flight.
yeah, yeah. It's a decent flight for sure. Um, why not? Why not? Dable, maybe they got something cooking over there in New York, and we just don't know yet. They could have easily beaten Washington the week before, so we'll take the Giants. We'll align with that. I am wearing a Bills jersey there in Western New York. Let's go Giants. Screw it. Um, what another ugly game. Steelers Colts in Lucas Oil Stadium. This is going to be the end of the 3-0 Steelers, and I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what the Colts are going to do to win this game, but they're going to do it. The Steelers are not going to be 4-0. That's not saying that Justin Fields has played bad. He's done what they need to do to win, but I think the Colts aren't as bad. Like I think Shane Steichen is a good coach. I think Anthony Richardson is not great. Is probably not even like really good or good. I think he's right below good and in between average and good. He's somewhere in there and can be good because he's very athletic. I'm gonna take the Colts.
Yeah, so I thought about this one a little bit just for this last 10, 30 seconds or whatever. Um, I'm leaning Steelers here, and it's crazy to think about the Steelers. I would never see them 3-0. It's crazy to think about them going 4-0. They are away in Indianapolis. Indianapolis, I really want to go to that stadium one day. Anthony Richardson, I think his completion percentage is around 50%. He's got one of the lowest in the league. He just hasn't been accurate. That offense just hasn't been clicking. Jonathan Taylor's been playing pretty good. AR is a boomer bust type of guy. Steelers defense has been pretty formidable. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure no opponent has scored more than 10 points against them. I'm pretty sure. So that's just a great stat in of itself. Justin Fields, really all he has to do is take care of the ball. Najee's going to be playing, it looks like. Justin Fields has been limiting turnovers, which is good. If he keeps this up, I mean, it seems like he's kind of earned the starting job already. I think he's got it on lock at least for the time being, next few weeks. So I'm going to go Steelers here. I just think that they're, a gritty football team, great defense, going to keep the Colts in check. I don't see the Colts, throwing any crazy numbers. The over-under is 39.5. That is extremely low. Um, so yeah, I'm going to go Steelers in a low scoring affair.
Vikings Packers in Lambeau Field. The return of Aaron Jones to Green Bay. Um, I'm going to do a little trend here. All the unbeaten teams are losing this week, and that includes the Vikings. They are going to lose to the Packers. And I know they don't know how, don't know why, uh, whether Malik Willis plays or not. Eventually, every team comes down to earth. That was last week for the Bucks. I think this week's going to be for the Vikings. Emotional win versus Houston. Return of Stephon Diggs. They played very well. Wore those beautiful throwback uniforms. But the Packers are going to take this one at Lambeau. LaFleur over McConnell. O'Connell, excuse me, not McConnell. O'Connell. Both really good coaches. I'm going to give the nod to LaFleur on this one. Give it the Pack.
It's a really, really tough one. We don't even know if Jordan Love's going to be playing. Malik Willis has been playing really well the last 2 weeks. Uh, Gosh, I really, really want the Vikings to win because selfishly I have Jordan Addison. I really want him to work out. And for the Vikings to win, Sam Darnold needs to work out. I kind of agree with you here. I mean, the Packers are just an all across the board good football team. I do think Jordan Love's going to be back. It's in Lambeau. Lambeau is a very tough stadium for people to come in and play at. It's got so much history. The fans are completely just die hard. They're loud, they're aggressive. I don't know what the weather's going to look like. I'm going to go Packers here. I kind of hope I'm wrong on this one. I want Sam Darnold to be legit, but I'm going to go Pack.
I think that Sam Darnold is legit. Just because he loses the game, I don't think he's not legit. I just think, he's not nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna be '07 Brady. Like he's gonna have a bad game. It's eventually gonna happen. It's still early in the season. I still think the Vikings are very good. I think Sam Darnold is very good. I think he could be there long term or somewhere else. But just this is not gonna be their week. Jaguars Texans in NRG Stadium in Houston. Um, pick the you guys saw, yeah, I picked the Jags last week and they got destroyed on Monday Night Football. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm not. I have always been a fan of Doug Peterson. I thought he was a really good head coach. I thought he got pushed out of Philly way too early. I don't know why. But I think maybe we're starting to see why. It has not been good. There's a lot of stuff that, just watching that game, like Trevor Lawrence, he was getting upset with Lawrence because of some pre-snap stuff that like you don't expect a $270 million quarterback to do. I don't think it's great there right now. And for that, I'm going to take the Texans, and this might be this might be Doug Pearson's last game. I don't know who would be their interim, but this might be it. But I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Yeah, Jaguars, man, they are beyond struggling. I don't see how they get it together this quick. Texans, this is a prime bounce back spot for the Texans after last week getting shut out by the Vikings. Um, I'm gonna go Texans here. Really not gonna overthink it. Jaguars have just not been playing well at all. Any given Sunday, you never know what's gonna happen, but the Texans should win this game.
I hope. Listen, I hope the Jags win. I don't want to see them go to 0-4, but this seems like I did say whoever loses that Vikings Texans game could be on fraud alert. So I'll say this: this could be a blowout from either side. That I really can see. I can see the Texans game blown out. I can see also see the Jags game blown out. I don't think it'll be a close game. So we'll see. Saints Falcons Falcons.
You know what? After last week, I do think the Saints are slightly fraudulent, so I'm gonna rock with you there and go Falcons.
I'm not gonna say rise up because I'm not a Falcons fan. They just happen to play the Saints. So again, not gonna say that,
You
but
did,
I
yeah.
will pick the Falcons.
Technically just said that, but
I didn't say it. I said I'm not gonna say it. If I would have said it, I would have said blank blank. I'm not gonna say that. I said I'm not gonna say it. So I'm not gonna say rise up. Rams Bears in Chicago in Soldier Field. Um, Caleb Williams. He's getting better, but he's not. I don't believe he's thrown a touchdown pass yet.
he did. He threw one to
He did.
Rome. He threw his
Okay,
first to
perfect.
Rome. Yeah.
All right. Maybe did he throw two last week? Maybe I'm just wrong.
He did throw two. He threw one to
Okay, I'm
Rome, and
wrong. Hey,
then
that's on me.
I forgot
That's
who else
the
he threw one to. But I mean, he
fact
also
check.
threw two picks, and he was a mess.
Fact check. Rams Bears. I'm gonna go with the Rams here. Um, Matthew Stafford is very comfortable playing at Soldier Field. Sean McVay is a much better head coach than Matt Eberflus. Probably not saying Matt Eberflus is a bad head coach. I think Sean McVay. Oh, we lost Kenny. Sean McVay
I'm
might
back.
be a little bit lesser of a coach maybe. Um, but I think I'm gonna give the edge to the Bears here. I think they're gonna be at home. That's a semi-long flight from LA to Chicago. It's a pretty
You
long
taking the
flight.
Bears?
I'm gonna take the Bears here. I'm gonna take the
Okay.
Bears in the spot. I like them. I really like McVay. I really like Matt Stafford, but they do have a ton of injuries, and they're not. Even though technically, like all their home games are basically the away team's home game, because of you know the fan base. I guess I don't know. It's a beautiful stadium. I'm gonna take the Bears in the spot.
Yeah. I don't think Cup will be back this week, but it's a really, really tough one because the Rams seem like such a, like everybody picked the Rams. They just had that crazy win over the Niners last week. They shouldn't even have won that game, but they did somehow. Um, it's a tough. I'm gonna go with Rams strictly off coaching. Really believe in McVay and the team they got there. Kyron's obviously a very, very, very good football player. So I'm gonna go Rams here. I know they're away. I just don't think the Bears are totally gonna be clicked yet. I do think that they'll probably be like a 7-8 win team. But I'm gonna go Rams.
Um, Bengals Panthers and Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. I'm not even really gonna like. This is like about almost like a Saints pick. I'm not even gonna think about this one. Bengals. They're gonna win this game. It's gonna be a blowout. This is not gonna be close. The line for those interested is only 3.5. That's ridiculous. This is not gonna be a close game. Bengals big.
I'm gonna also go Bengals. It's crazy because the Bengals are 0-3 and they just haven't been looking good. Last week, definitely a bounce back game, still lost against the Commanders, which the
Yeah, that was bad.
Commanders are, I mean, that was insane. Jaden Daniels looks like the real deal. I wish somehow the Bucks drafted him, but it just didn't make sense. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals as well. Quick stat I saw, I don't remember what year. It's like in the 70s or 1970s or 80s. Since then, there's been six teams that have started 0-3 and actually made the playoffs. So it's been like 40 years worth of a stat. And there's 3-3 or 0-3 teams that I'm aware of: Titans, Jags, Bengals. Bengals being one of them. So if the Bengals aren't a playoff team, that's crazy because they had some high hopes going into this year. So.
I do believe they're gonna make the playoffs. Historically, they're gonna. I there's so I was looking at the Bengals schedule just because I have some of their players in fantasy. Uh, They play the Panthers, win. They play the AFC North very well. Ravens win, Giants win, Browns win. You're 4-3 now. You got the Eagles at home. That could be a win. 5-3. Raiders 6-3. Ravens again. Probably drop that one. 6-4. Chargers 7-4. Like their schedule isn't done. We haven't heard the last from the Bengals. They're going to go on a run here, and it's going to be like one of those 4 or 5 game winning streaks. It's probably going to start this week, if my opinion. Broncos Jets from MetLife in East Rutherford. Um, excuse me, I said earlier that the Giants are going to play in the Meadowlands. That's incorrect. They don't play there anymore. It's East Rutherford, MetLife Stadium. Um, I'm going to take the Broncos, and I'm going to take them not because of what they did to the Bucks. I'm going to take them because of the rust that the Jets have had since playing. That is way too long of a break for a 40-year-old quarterback, a young team that's still trying to get their groove together. I just don't like it. I'm not saying the Jets are bad. I have the Jets going to the AFC Championship game. I did have to lose it to the Dolphins. That is probably no longer going to happen because of the Dolphins' circumstances. But I think the Jets are very good. Maybe the Jets go to the Super Bowl. Who knows? But they're not going to win this week. In my opinion, I think the Broncos are going to do it again and surprise because Sean Payton has this quality about him. I don't know what it is. It's very frustrating as a Bucks fan. It used to be. He's not really anymore, but it was last week. He just stuff just happens for him. I don't know why, but it just does to the Broncos.
I respect the pick,
No, you don't.
but I'm going Jets. I think that I'm kind of on the opposite side of you with like the long break. I think it's nice for a 40-year-old to have that break, get the body recovered from hits. I don't know how many hits Aaron Rodgers took because they completely dominated that last game. But I don't see. I mean, if Bucky Irving, which he is a good football player, but if he can run for 70 yards in the Broncos, Rashad White's terrible. Um, Brees
Whoa.
Hall, he is. Brees Hall, and
It's one of our running backs,
he's
bro.
not
Come on.
terrible. He's good in the pass game. He should
Thank
just
you.
be like a slot receiver if
Jeez,
I'm being honest.
what are we, come on. One of
Rashad,
our guys.
I like Bucky. I don't love
He might come on
Rashad.
this podcast one day, maybe.
Well, if he does, I'll face the music. But I
You
just
have to
think
apologize to him.
maybe. I just think that Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, that combo is just so freaking great to watch. I mean, now I have Braylon Allen, so I'm also biased on that.
Is it maybe because you dropped 42 on him?
Hey, look, I got no regrets on that again for the
Hey,
20th time. Braylon Allen
hell
is
yeah.
worth it. He's worth it.
Worth it.
If you go back and draft right now, I guarantee he probably get picked like
$1 or 42, he's worth it.
10th, 11th round, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Jets here.
Commanders and Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Phoenix. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here. The Washington actually went from Cincinnati to Arizona. Don't really know why, because I don't really think Virginia is that far from Cincinnati, if I'm being honest. I think they're actually pretty close, or not too far air mileage wise. But Dan Quinn said, you know what? We're going to Tempe. We're going to Phoenix. We're heading out there. Going to Tucson. Don't know why. Good game by the Commanders last week. They play really well, but I like the Cardinals in the spot. Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, looks like the line Vegas has this being kind of a shootout type game. Um, Cardinals will be without Trey McBride. I don't think that's going to affect them too much. Commanders don't have the best run defense, so I do see James Conner having a good game. Obviously, Maserati Marv has been playing really well.
Cincinnati.
Hopefully, this will play well this week against me. He is hurt. As I speak, now I'm like leaning Commanders, but I'm gonna go Cardinals here. Obviously, Cardinals, good football team. They're 1-2. Definitely not a 1-2 type team. They're favored 3.5 at home. They are at home, which is big. Commanders are coming off an emotional victory, not an emotional loss, an emotional victory,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is also going to play a factor here. I don't see Terry McLaurin getting that separation he got. Cliff Kingsbury has been talking about having to scheme up plays for Terry, and I just don't think Cliff Kingsbury is going to keep scheming up plays that creative
Sean
for
Murphy
Terry.
Bunting is a Cardinal now.
Actually, Cardinals don't have a great secondary from what I remember, so maybe he'll have a good game. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm going Cardinals.
Patriots 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Um, yeah, I'm gonna take the Niners here. I mean, this game could end like 13-3, quite honestly. Um, Patriots just aren't there physically, mentally, skill wise, coaching wise. I do think that these players play hard for Gerard Mayo. I do think Gerard Mayo is a good coach because I mean, honestly, like the Jets didn't do that much. It was just more of the Patriots offense didn't do squat. Um, so I'm gonna take the Niners in the spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Niners.
Cool. Browns Raiders, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Um, both of these teams looked horrendous last week. Just not even gonna sugarcoat it. Miles Garrett, I believe, is not playing. I believe he's hurt.
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
Yep, that is huge. Deshaun Watson has not looked good. Um, I think this is a get right game for the Raiders, considering they were just at home again this week. Sometimes we get that double home game. You play better the second time. I'm gonna take the Raiders. The Browns have a lot of problems. This could be Jameis's first game getting serious playing time. And if it is, I will watch the Browns consistently because I love Jameis. I'm gonna take the Raiders in a spot.
Retweet on the Jameis Winston comment. I'm going to take the Raiders here. They are a up and down team to the T. That is what they are right now. They're talking about uh, they might not commit to Minshew as quarterback. Like I don't know. He it basically Antonio Pierce came out and basically sounded like he hasn't earned the job completely yet, which is interesting. I think it's kind of an overreaction because like the past week he had a
Completely,
really good
considering
game.
they don't have anybody. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
Aiden.
they got
What's his name?
Bowers and Devontae, but it's like
Is it Aiden
we got no run game.
O'Connell? Is it Aiden O'Connell?
Aiden
That's
O'Connell's a
the
backup. Yep.
backup. Yeah, so Aiden O'Connell, which Devontae Adams, side note, had a video come out or a clip of him saying that he wished Jaden Daniels slipped to the Raiders. First off, Jaden Daniels would never slip to 13. Second off, that's just not a thing you say as a wide receiver to your quarterback. It's just not something you say.
Just
So
like Jerry Jones saying, we had that guy from Philly that we were thinking about taking him. Like, yeah, it's easy to say that after he takes him to the Super Bowl. It's like
right. And like if I'm Brock Bowers, I'm like, dang, that I mean that hurts a little bit. Jeez. But
Devontae.
Devontae,
I think Devontae has been pretty open the fact that he doesn't really want to be there anymore.
he speaks his mind, I guess. I respect
He
it. But
does. He does. Yeah.
so I'm going
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah, Raiders.
We like Devontae Adams. Chiefs Chargers at SoFi in LA. I'm gonna take the Chiefs here. I love Jim Harbaugh. I love what the Chargers are doing over there. But this is, I think, going to be that get right game for the Chiefs. I think Mahomes plays very well. Anytime I remember Mahomes in LA, he hasn't played a couple of years because they've been clinching and they've rested him. Excuse me. Um, but I remember a couple Thursday nights ago, he played really well there. I remember, I think like in the 2020 year, he had a good game there. I think he just plays better in LA sometimes. I think he gears up for division opponents pretty well. I think he was like for a while, like 18, not that's impossible, like 9-0 maybe versus the AFC West. Something he had a good streak versus the AFC West. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs here in the spot, but Jim Harbaugh is the real deal.
Yeah,
Always
I
has been.
mean, never going to knock Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, a good coaching staff. Um, Justin Herbert had a high ankle sprain, re-aggravated the high ankle sprain. We're not sure if he's going to play this week. I'm sure he'll, just looking at some notification I got earlier, it looks like he might tough it out and try to play. Either way, I mean, the Chiefs, they're going to blitz heavy. Who's their D coordinator? Spagnoli? Steve Spagnoli?
He's Pagnola.
Spagnola. That I mean, that guy, he obviously a great defensive coordinator. Chiefs last year, their defense just blew up, and now they have a really solid defense. Dobbins kind of a little bit inefficient last week. Sorry, Lee. Dust didn't do anything. Like JK dominated the touches. I'm gonna go Chiefs here. I just think they're I mean they're heavily favored. But I think it's gonna be a pretty easy W for them.
Excuse me. Bills Ravens and the bank in Baltimore. Um, I think this is another get right game. There's a couple teams this week. Undefeated teams losing and get right games. Um, the Ravens are going to win this game.
Yeah.
The Bills, they are going to falter. Um, it's like that says it's actually the perfect team because it's both teams in one game. The Bills are going to lose their first game. The Ravens are going to get right. Lamar's going to have a big game. King Henry's going to have a big game. Defense is going to play well. The Bills don't have as many weapons as it seems. I think they who they played. They played the Jags, who have turned out to be not great. Um, they played. You can't listen. You can't falter people for you can't knock them for playing people. They beat the Dolphins, who at the time we all saw what happened with that. They played the Cardinals, who the jury's out on the Cardinals right now, but I don't think the Bills, like I said last week, I'll say it again. I don't think they're that good. I think they're good, but I don't think they're that good. I don't think they're 47 points good. Um, but they're doing it by committee. I think they have a different attitude than they've had in years past. And it's not a knock on Stephon Diggs. He is obviously one of those wide receivers who wants the football. He makes it known. People label him a diva. It is what it is. He's a good football player. But they're doing a lot more of we're gonna beat you with five guys instead of just targeting one or two, Gabe Davis and Diggs. Um, with all that said, Ravens are still a good football team. Derrick Henry showed that he still got a lot to tank. Harbaugh still has a good, I believe, pulse on that team. It could fade a little bit, but the real X factor is Justin Tucker and Tyler Bass. They've both been not good. So I'm gonna take the Ravens in the spot. Sunday Night Football. It's a great game. We'll be watching. But I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm going Ravens. Ultimate, I mean, they bounced back last week, but ultimate bounce back times two spot. Bills, I saw Josh Allen come out and say that, the reason that they're having so much success is because like nobody's caring about stats. They're really spreading the rock around. Khalil Shakir's been a big factor. Kincaid did well last game. Keon Coleman caught his first touchdown. I mean, that was against the Jaguars, so put an asterisk, I guess, next to all the touchdowns that came. But Bills have been looking really good, but the Ravens are also a very, very good football team. I don't think the Bills have, from what I've seen, a dynamic enough offense that's going to like hold for this long. I mean, they're still a really good football team. The defense is amazing too. I just think the Ravens on this one will get the better of them.
Rapid fire because my computer is at 6%. Titans Dolphins. I'm going Titans.
I'm gonna go Titans. I'm gonna go Titans.
Seahawks Lions. I'm going Lions.
Seahawks Lions. Whew, man, that's a tough one. I mean, Lions are at home. I guess I'll go Lions. I hate to pick the same people, but
And then our dogs, Bucks, Eagles. Eagles are a favorite in our house. That is disgusting. I am taking the Buccaneers. I do think we're going to win this game. And guess what? Guess what the Eagles had last week? An emotional victory. Up and down team plus an emotional victory. Bulletproof loss. Give me the Bucks.
yeah, I don't think AJ Brown's playing. Devontae Smith out with a concussion. Hurts has already
Yeah,
been
I mean
struggling
that
passing.
the fact that that's happening, I'm a little concerned that the line is -2 Eagles with all that, but nonetheless, Bucks.
Yeah, I mean AJ Brown might play. I don't think so. Devontae Smith, like I said, out with concussion. Jalen's been struggling passing. He's been running the ball a lot more. I mean, Saquon's been going absolutely insane. So that's obviously good for them. Defense looked pretty good last week, but I think the Bucks. I think this is a good. I keep saying bounce back game. This is another good bounce back game for the Bucks last week. Pretty emotional loss. I think we needed that. I think we needed a little punch in the gut to get everybody right because I think everybody was too kumbaya, like over 2-0.
I
We're
wish we
going.
didn't, but they didn't
Yeah,
listen to this podcast eventually,
you
apparently.
can. Yeah, you can still win a Super Bowl with one loss on your record. I'm sure we'll
Definitely.
win at least a couple more, unfortunately, just because that's just how it is. But
Yep.
I think we'll get the better of the Eagles. They're not as good as they seem.
Correct. Correct, correct, correct. We're on the same page on that. All right.
Got any MPLs you want to shout out real quick?
MPL, Gus. He has been fire in the comments, everything. Shout out to Gus. Very supportive. Shout out to Gus. That's my MPL.
I got two. One is Jay. That is Giselle's grandfather. He
What up,
told
Jay?
me talked to him this weekend. He told me
Or
he watches the
Mr.
episode.
Mr. J?
Entire episode, which again, I said at the beginning, if you do that, we really appreciate that. It's super heartwarming. We're just two regular guys, just like
Thank you, Jay.
everybody.
Thank you,
And then
Jay.
my second one is gonna be Mike, even though Mike has been giving me crap. Mike is a true diehard Tuesday Night Football fan, puts it on his TV in the living room. Shout out, Mike. All love, all love.
I
Yes.
got two more. I got two more. Jared Nicky.
There you go,
Great
Jared Nicky.
MPLs.
Perfect.
Boom.
That was
Five
five.
MPLs today.
Yeah, we might have to
Our
start
biggest
slowing
MPL to
down because
date.
we're gonna run out of people to give them to if we keep at this pace.
We should start making people up.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, that's all I got.
Again, everybody stay safe with that hurricane. Never underestimate these things. I know it's a big meme. Floridians We drank, we party, blah blah blah. These things are real. Be safe out there. Go Bucks.
Peace and love. Go Bucks.